In this video I'm going to explain the probing task. Probing task is used to measure the length of drills and taps. I use proximity switches as sensors. I have two versions. On the small A, the sensor is placed radial and the magnet on the end of this brass rod can pass along the sensor. The sensor is mounted by a tapered end, so it can easily be removed for changing the chuck. The other sensor is mounted axial, and the brass rod can only pass a few millimeters before hitting the sensor. Because the sensor reacts on magnetism, I use a copper spring. The sensor is mounted by 3 magnets on the back, and I have 2 stops to position it always at the same way. The length is chosen so that the claws just don't hit the sensor when fully extended. Setup probing. Select the setup probing task. Select a drill or tap tool and set the length of the probe bit. I have turned a shoulder of 40 mm on an aluminum bar, and I use this for probing. It fits in my drill chuck. Set your jock speed. I use the maximum speed. Set your jock distance. I use 5 mm. And use the jock keys to position the tool for probing. When you are done, click the Set Home button. The current position X and Z are used as home position for probing. Set your probe position to 0. Set your probe feed rate. I use 350 mm a minute. Any faster and my probing tool will hit the sensor. I've set a probe travel of 200 mm. That is the travel from the probe position to the sensor. Press the Calibrate button to calibrate the probe position. I found a probe position of 59.48 millimeters in the Z minus direction. When I hit calibrate again, I should find the same value within a hundredth of a millimeter. This repeatability is more than adequate for probing your tool length. There is an option, check tool length set. This will give a warning in the drilling and tapping task if you move the tool before you set the tool length or probed the tool length. I have it on because it's safe, but you can set it off if you find these warnings annoying. The probe sensor shares a pin with the synchronization sensor for threading. That means if your spindle just hits its synchronization point, the probe is also active. You can see it on the red text for calibrate and probe. This means you have turn your spindle a bit until your synchronization sensor isn't active anymore. Let's do a probe. Select your drilling task. Set your drill length to the probe length. Press the probe button. Thank you for watching.